Oh, hi y'all! How are you doing tonight? So let's see. Yes, everything's working. Bella, come on, baby.
Oh, Bella.
She thought Ross was bringing food up. Come on. Come on. Alright, so we're going to do this tonight. How stinking cute is that? This is from Rachel's Crafty Corner. So we're going to be using this sign tonight. And I thought it might be fun to just kind of do red and white. A lot of red and white with this because of all the red and white in it. It has a little green. So we've added a little green in our ribbons. So I thought that would be fun. So we're going to do ruffles. We are going to do 30-inch ruffles. Hopefully I put that right in the description. I think I did. Alright. So how are y'all doing tonight? Yeah. Alright. Let's see if I can get myself up here. Alrighty. Okay. Hold on, I have to refresh. There we go. Alright, now I can see. So y'all doing okay tonight? Okay, so I always save one to cut with you. So I just pull it out from my handy dandy mesh holder on my awesome purple mat. Y'all can't tell I like purple, right? And I'm just going to cut 30 inches. Alright. So I cut 9 of each so that we can do 18. There is 18 ties in this. And y'all, she has, this isn't even like a quarter of the cute amount of signs that she has in her shop. So, oh no, is it raining there? Oh no. Alright, so you have to go check out Rachel's Crafty Corner, because that's where this came from, on Etsy. There is a link in the description. I believe there is a link in the description. There definitely was a link in the email. So, and before we get done tonight, I'm going to put a link to sign up for that email in here, because I know a lot have been asking about that. Alright, so we have a 15-inch work wreath. And I'm going to open the ties on the bottom. So, there is the creator of this lovely sign. I probably should have told you I was doing this tonight, Rachel. So, I hope y'all are doing well. I know, she has this little Santa sign. It's so cute. Bev used it last night. I think it was last night. On Calling's Loving Designs. And it's this little Santa, and he has like this little string of lights. It's so cute. It's so cute. Y'all know, we are all sign obsessed, right? So look at these. This one is red and white. It has a snowball detail, and it has that really nice premium mesh kind of stripe in it. This one is red with red metallic stripes and the little snowball detail. So they'll be kind of contrasting, but still within the color scheme we want. Right? So that makes it more fun. Alright. Awesome. Okay, so I'm just going to go straight up the center with my hands splayed at the end. See, I got my thumbs back here. And I just use my fingers to pull the mesh towards me. And I kind of move my hands up as I go. Like that. So you just want to make a little, like, bow tie. Then you just place it right down on your wreath form. So y'all, I finally went to the eye doctor and had my eyes checked. And guess what? My eyes are actually better than 2020. So, nothing wrong with my eyes. Just getting to the age where I have to have reading glasses reading glasses to read stuff, but the doctor said my eyes were great. So, yay! Alright, so we're going to do the same thing. This white one right here, this one ruffles up very nice. I like to pull them apart like this and ruffle them against each other. So what that does is that helps both sides stand up. So you get that nice little ruffle effect. And we're just going to alternate. You could also, which might be fun, do one color like on the bottom and one color on the top. That would be really fun too. Either way. So, I didn't get to come on Monday. Y'all, I was so tired. Sunday is kind of like a marathon day for me. And then I was live all day Saturday. So on Monday, I was so tired, I think I fell asleep at like 8:30, which is not like me. So I hope y'all are doing well. I see y'all coming in. Okay. So I just keep pulling it out so we can get that really pretty effect. Isn't that pretty? And I like I don't want it to be too red, so that's why I picked a white with the red in it. That gives it that nice contrast. There's Mama. Hi, Mama. Have y'all ever seen Downton Abbey? So my mama, she really loves Downton Abbey. And my sister bought her Downton Abbey for her birthday. Y'all know her birthday just passed. And so we've been watching it after I do a video up here. Then I'll go down and we'll sit in her little den downstairs and watch Downton Abbey. It's been very fun. So, yep. So, very exciting. I don't know about y'all, but I have a tendency to binge watch stuff. I don't know why, I guess because nowadays you can, so you don't have to do that wait for the next show. Okay. There we go. So there's a Biltmore that's kind of near here. And they're doing like a room or maybe a section of it that they've set up like Downton Abbey. That would be so much fun to go see. I'd love to do something like that. But maybe before it goes out, we'll see. This is kind of a busy season. So, yep. And I will be on Saturday. We're going to have company, but I'm still going to come on because I got to get ready for that show. So we're going to be doing some lantern swags on Saturday. That'll be fun to do. I like doing lantern swags. Those are fun. Have y'all ever made any? I want to see the movie too, but first I want to get through all the episodes and then go see it. It came here. I'm hoping that we'll be able to see it at some point. I'd love to take my mom to see that. I tell you what though, I'm sure glad I never lived back then. Woo! I think I'm a little too independent to deal with all that. Ooh, that would be really tough, wouldn't it? Their dresses are pretty. But holy cow, it would be so hot. What happened? Okay. Isn't this pretty. I really love this one. I know I've seen, they had this red and white one at Hobby Lobby. I've seen it at Trendy Tree. I know Trendy Tree has the red and white. I don't know if Deco Exchange does, but I think the last time I checked, Craft Outlet was out. So I would check them, the other ones. I definitely check Rachel's signs because they are so stinking cute. I have another one. Oh, it's a, look at this one. We have to do this one too. Not today, but look at that. And I have a gnome to go with him from Trends and Gems. So we got to get to that one too. So many I need to get to from before I go to that show. Gracious. Alrighty. I'm so excited. Tomorrow night we'll be in my design group and we're going to be making this wreath that I have been dying to make. So I can't wait to do that. I'm excited. I was over at Julie Samako's house today. If you don't know who that is, I'm talking about Southern Charm Wreaths. And we were talking about having a meet and greet in January in Columbia somewhere. And we were talking about setting up a Facebook group for our state. So I'm pretty excited. It's going to be fun. We haven't figured out where yet, but we're talking about it. So, awesome. Look how cute that is. Oh, I love that. So see how cute it is with that contrast right there? So it's going to be fun, whatever we do. We want to have it somewhere nice. Yep. So I think there's actually quite a few of us in South Carolina or in Georgia where you're close enough that you could come. Because that would be fun, wouldn't it? I wish we all lived close to each other so we could just get together and do stuff together. Because that would be so much fun. Wouldn't it? And don't forget, yes, in my email there is a link for the design group. Oh, and y'all, we're about to put all of the design group stuff in a nice new little website where everything's all organized, where you can see all of the past history. So there's a year's worth of content sitting out there that you get right away. And there's a Black Friday sale going on right now. You get 30% off the first month. So you essentially get the first month for like $10. Alright, so we just keep ruffling. I'm just going to keep alternating back and forth. Oh, and I designed the next sign for the next kit. I'm so excited. It's going to be a very small kit run because of the holidays. It's going to be a Valentine's one, but it is going to be so cute. I'm telling you, I'm having way too much fun doing that. there's a bunch of wreath makers in Alabama. A couple of my soul sisters live in Alabama. So, absolutely. That'll be a good place. And there's a whole bunch in Louisiana, so depending on where you end up, there could be quite a few. Oh, I just love the ruffle method. What's your favorite method? Just interested to know. I love the ruffle. This is my favorite. Aw, I'm sorry there's not many in your area. But you know what? You never know. You need to go in a couple of the wreath groups and ask around. Y'all know that I have a free share group called Hardworking Mom Everyday Craft Dreamers. That's on Facebook. If you're not a member, I would go request to join. It's free, and you can share your projects in there and interact with others who are crafting. You never know, you might find someone in your area. Okay. And of course, you know you can make these even if you don't have a work wreath. You can make your own. Whew, excuse me, my allergies are just nuts. It's this weather. It's like, it's cold, then it's warmer, then it's cold. Oh, a kit is a wreath kit. So once a month, I put a complete wreath kit together, and then I do a live showing how to make it. It comes with everything you need to make a wreath. So that's what we're talking about. A lot of people have trouble picking out colors or finding supplies. And so it just helps with that. And what's really cool is everyone's looks a little bit different. I like that. I know several wreath makers that live in California. Actually, did you know they're having a wreath event somewhere in California? I can't remember the name of the crafter who's doing it, but I know they're having one. If Jean's on here, I know she knows the name of it. Oh, and y'all, don't forget to check out my Cubby of the Month, M&B Creations. Michelle, she has a design group, the Craft Shack. So we already finished with the base. See how pretty that is? Isn't that pretty? That's nice and full. You see how doing that ruffle makes it really much fuller, and it covers up little spots where you otherwise would have seen down to the frame. Alright. So let me show you the ribbons. Because the ribbons are so cool. Okay. So we have our little splashes of green, right? So we have this little red swirl with the green dot. I love this one. So I know for a fact they have this one at Craft Outlet. This one, I'm not sure if they have this one, but I think I saw this one at Trendy Tree. I know for a fact they have that at Trendy Tree. So that's just the velvet with the little fuzzy edge. I love these fuzzy edges. To me, they look like snow. And of course, they're all cut 12 inches with my perfect tails. So I just take my ribbons. I always put 2 different ones together. I like to coordinate my colors. Then I just take it, fold it in half, make your little indentation here. And then where that indentation is, you're just going to accordion it and then fold your sides around so it's almost going to look like a little bird. You know, like those little birds you used to draw when you were little that weren't really birds that kind of look like it? Okay, and then we're just going to start anywhere you want. Doesn't matter, you can start on the top or the bottom. That part doesn't make any difference, it's just a personal preference. And then I just stretch them out. I like to do them in different directions so you can see the whole thing. So that's why we do that little curve. That way it tends to stay open better and you can see the whole thing. And I want to bring that splash of green in. And so y'all, I almost always cut my ribbons at 12 inches because I don't want to completely cover the mesh because I still want to be able to see that. So I get my work wreaths. I get them from Deco Exchange, Trendy Tree. I have a place in town called Carolina Pottery. I get them there. I also buy from my wholesalers. So I use Sims Pottery. They have a Georgia and a North Carolina location. No, I didn't. Rachel's Crafty Corner made this sign. Y'all, I couldn't paint my way out of a bucket. Seriously? Not my talent. But it's her talent. You know how people say they can't carry a tune in a bucket or whatever? Well, I can't paint one. I can't paint. I mean, like I could paint a room, but that's about it. No detail painting. But she has the cutest. I know, isn't it pretty mesh? It's so pretty. Sometimes I put mesh on these wreaths and I almost hate to cover it because, you know, I still want to be able to see it. That's why I'm careful not to make my ribbons too long. But I like the fullness that you get. So that's why I like mesh. I mean, I like grapevines, but you bought I'm gonna tell you what's funny. When I first started making deco mesh wreaths, for some reason I thought I needed to buy those really giant wreath frames, and yep, that's what I did. But I just made bigger wreaths for a while, and then when I was done with those, I went down. However, this is the thing, okay? There are going to be a lot of people out there who have different sized doors. Some people's doors are going to be really large, and so they might need, you know, a 30-inch wreath frame. So don't think just because you got it that you're not going to be able to use it. Or you could put it in a de-stash group and then just buy smaller ones. So, hey Kathy. Okay. So someone just asked about UV protecting the wreaths. So So here's what I have to say about that. No, don't do that. First of all, the mesh and the ribbons are already waterproof, okay? If you put UV protectant on your wreaths, what's going to happen is they're going to yellow, especially if they're sitting out in the sun. And quite frankly, who wants to use the exact same wreath over and over and over and over? People who like to decorate and people who are creative tend to like to change things out. So it's not a good idea to spray your wreaths. I will encourage you not to do it because it is material and it will have a tendency to yellow. Okay? Same thing goes with greenery. Don't do it to greenery either. Okay? All of that stuff, those finishes, they have to be put on when they're manufactured, not after. I'm glad. Okay. Besides, if you are selling wreaths, the last thing you want is for someone to say, oh my gosh, this wreath has lasted me 5 years and I'll never have to buy another one. Not a good business plan, right? So you want them to come back, buy another one. Besides, the trends are going to change every year. Your taste might change. This month, the wreath kit is the skates. I don't know if I have any of the sign out here. And y'all, it's almost gone. I think I only have like 15 left. So, it went, I mean, it's going super fast. I didn't think it was going to go that fast. I've got the skate around here somewhere. Where did I put the skate? Lord. Oh, here it is. That's the skate. You see it? So the black and white is the only one that's left. But the mesh is black and white. The ribbons are black and white. The sign actually has black and white and a little bit of blue on it. So either skate is going to work fine. And you get 2 of the skates and a sign and 2 mesh and a frame. So I personally think that the black and white skate is the cutest. But alright, so today, I don't know if y'all noticed, but every time someone comments on my video, every comment gets answered. Even if it takes a little while, every comment gets answered. I think that's super important because I appreciate y'all more than you know, and I want to make sure that you get an answer or a thank you for your comment. And today someone said that because of budget constraints they have to use Dollar Tree mesh, and I thought that I would say something about that because I don't think that you realize that when you're using Dollar Tree mesh, you are actually spending pretty much the same amount of money if you use quality supplies. So Dollar Tree mesh, okay, it is like 6 inches, so we're talking pretty small. It is not 5 yards. It says it's 5 yards, but it's slightly less. It is very basic mesh, so it's so thin that you have to use a whole lot more of it. And what happens is you end up having to add a lot more, and in the end, most wreaths are going to cost you around $20 to $25, depending on, you know, how much you put in it. Now you, of course, could spend a lot more. But if you buy more quality supplies, then you're actually going to end up with something that's going to look better, And if you're trying to sell it, it's going to be much easier to sell. So make sure you're checking out Deco Exchange and check out Craft Outlet and the Wreath Shop and Trendy Tree, because it's not that much money to buy a pretty decent quality mesh. I mean, you know, it might be $5 as opposed to $1, but you're only having to buy one as opposed to having to buy 5 or 6. So it's about the same. So I just wanted to throw that out there. If you feel like you're stuck with Dollar Tree mesh, I want you to price it out and just see. You can use the frames from the Dollar Tree. Absolutely not a thing wrong with them, with the pipe cleaners. You don't have to use a work wreath. I use work wreaths because I have a lot of them left from when I do kits. So for me, it's a convenience. However, they look the same. So it's going to look the same whether you use a work wreath or whether you make your own wreath. So I would just spend a little money doing that. This mesh roller, there is a link to where I bought that in the description, and Owl has one as well. She'll throw it out to ya. It is from Susie's Wreaths and Things. She probably has a sale going on now because y'all know it's almost the holidays. Can't believe it. Oh my gosh, we're on the last one. Okay, last one. So I don't know if y'all noticed, but when I put my ribbons down, I never open my ties back up. If you open your ties back up, you have the chance that your mesh might pop out. And I'm going to tell you, the trick to your mesh not fraying as much is touch it as little as possible. Okay? How cute is that? That's so cute. All right, so I was thinking bow and sign. So let's do the bow first. We're going to do the sign last because you know once I put the wire on this sign, Bella is going to bolt. Because you know how much she hates that. Okay. I'm going to add a couple of extra ribbons in for the sign. Look how big this thing is. This came from Deco Exchange. I love this ribbon. Look at this. How fun is that? It has a little fuzzy edge. I love this stuff. It has that lime green. I love the lime green. Okay. So we're going to grab our little easy bow maker. Let's see. We didn't have much of this left, so we probably won't put anything of that in. But we have some of this one. Let's do this one first. This one came from Carolina Pottery, I can see now. All right. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Kind of move this out of the way a little. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. All right. So let's do like maybe 8-inch tail. Like that. And I will tell you, the trick to bows is to make sure you have enough ribbon pulled out, because that makes a big difference when you are working on it. Okay. So I don't want the bow to be too big, so we'll probably go to 6 inches. On here, it has marked all of the measurements. So you can just go to 6, twist, okay? So you're twisting when you get to the middle, and the reason is that you want to be able to put that pretty side up. And if we didn't twist, when we go to do it again, that ugly side's going to come up, okay? So you got to twist it in the middle. So let's do another one. The great thing is you can go ahead and start moving it out, so you don't have to do as much at the end. Okay, I like that. Okay, on the last one you do not have to twist because you're not going back across, it's just the tail. So I'm going to have the tails, one's coming up this way, one's coming down this way. Alright, now let's throw a little wrench in this. We're going to do red and white. Just because I want to show you that you can put 1.5 inch in between 2.5 inch and it's still going to work fine. Okay, so put it in. I'm going to make the tail a little longer, maybe 12 inches. Okay, twist. I want to go right in between these two. So off to the 6 again. Twist. Okay. 6 again. And this one's going to come down here and get cut off. All right. Now we're going to do this one. I love this one. I love this one. Do you ever get ribbon where you just love it so much that you're almost afraid to use it? Oh, sometimes it's so hard. All right. We are going to do 2 and 1 again. Okay. This time, we're going to go just a little bit smaller. So maybe like 5.5 inches. Let's see where that is. A little bit longer than that. Okay, like 5.5 inches. And so all I'm doing is kind of moving this stuff out of the way so I can see. About 5.5. There we go. A little bit smaller. Okay, now. There we go. So I can make this second one same size. So I can just go right on top of this ribbon and make sure it's the same size. Same thing on this side. There we go. Cut it off. All right. I love this ribbon. It's very whimsical and cute. Isn't it? I love this ribbon. So pretty. Alright, so we're going to do 1 of the plain red. And the reason we're doing that is because I want that one to stand out. Okay. So, well, that was a terrible dovetail. Do y'all know if you get Fiskars that they're supposed to be sharp for life, or if they're not, they have a lifetime guarantee? Did you know that? Just a little fact for you. I love my Fiskars scissors. They're very good. Alright, so just matching in between those. Okay, I like the fuzzy on top of the fuzzy. Gives it all that texture. Okay, there we go. Alright. Sometimes when you start getting thick, it will start to pop out. I always say keep a little hammer in your room. It's fine. And that will just kind of keep it back together. Also make sure you have this little peg in the front, because if you don't, it's not going to stay together well. Just a little tidbit for you. I found that out from the maker of the Easy Bow Maker, because I thought that was for like making little children's bows or something. But nope, apparently it's to keep these pieces in place. So, we're going to finish out with this, because look, It's almost like pretty same, maybe kind of a little bit of the reverse. So it'd be more of the red and one white and green stripe, but it's close enough that it's good. Okay, here we go. So remember, you want to get plenty of that ribbon out. That makes a big difference when you're making bows. Okay. So we're going to do slightly smaller. Okay. That's our piece de resistance. Okay. That's our little focal. Alright. So I'm going to take one of my zip ties. I still haven't gotten out my other zip ties. These are my big ones. And I'm going to run it over everything in the back. Y'all, these zip ties are really nice, these big ones. Because how many times can you not get a zip tie around the bow? Alright, so we see where the indentation is. I just move this to the back. Start to tighten it. Okay, and then I'm going to make sure that things are, I'm not going to pull on them. I'm just going to kind of arrange them, okay? So when you get to this point, be careful you're not pulling. You're just kind of moving them, okay? Because if you pull, it's not going to be tight enough and it's going to pull out. And then you're going to be frustrated. Not the end of the world, but it can be frustrating. Okay. So I'm just going to grab a pipe cleaner. I'm going to run it underneath that zip tie. I like to use pipe cleaners to tie it on because they're stronger. Right. And then I want this to be super tight. Okay. And then we can just trim this off. And now we get the fun part of fluffing. Alrighty. I personally like to fluff in my hand, but you know what? If you need the bow fluffer, by all means use it. Okay, so when I'm doing this, I want to pull my hands up under the ribbon like this so I can get that nice curl. You want to do that on all the ends. Okay, so what you're doing is going under the edges that have that wire. This is why you want wired. Well, there's a couple reasons why you want wired. This is one. Another is because it may last through this season, but it sure won't last through the next. It just doesn't do all that grand if it's not wired. Alright, so then I stick my fingers in, fluff it up. If you have one that's twisted, make sure you kind of twist it back and forth so you can get that twist out. See how fun it is to have a 1.5 inch right in the middle? I like that. There we go. And you can't even really see where we had that zip tie in the middle. Now if you're worried about it, you could put a little ornament in there like that. That's super cute. Alright. Y'all know you could always tie your bow down to your bow makers and use that as your fluff box. Although you want it to be a little bit heavier. Alright, now let's put our bow on. Oh. Yes. Let's put it on this one. So see, having that red towards the top with that green and white helps to make it pop. Okay, so I'm just tying it right down here at the frame. Okay, so what I do is I just go right around where these ties are and I just tie it right there. All right, now I have to fix the pieces that didn't get dovetailed. So we'll grab this one. And you know, you don't have to dovetail. You could also cut it at an angle. It really just depends on what you like. For these long ones, you can just curl them up a little bit. Just curl them with your hand and then just kind of let them dangle. They'll do their own thing. Like that. Okay. Alrighty. I love bows. Do y'all love bows? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, we're not quite done. We haven't done the sign yet. Okay. So y'all all say hi to Bella because when I staple this, she's gonna go. Alright. This is nice thick wood here. So you can see that's real thick. So I don't really feel like I need anything there. Why that's popping out. Okay. So I'm just going to grab a couple pipe cleaners. Alright. And I am going to pop a staple on it. I tend to like to do 2 staples. What did I tell you? There she goes. Bye, baby girl. It's even a good idea to take your little hammer. Make sure it's in there good. See, it's not going to come through the other side, so you're not going to have a problem. Just kind of ensures it doesn't go anywhere. Now I use the smaller staples. If you're wondering, let me see. I use the 1/4, okay? So I use the Arrow 1/4, it's 6mm staples, okay? If I have a much bigger project, I'll use the 5/16, but you're better off with the 1/4 because it's not going to come through the side, okay? Because the last thing you'd want to do is ruin a sign that you just got, right? That would super suck. Okay, so I think, so we can either go right in the center, like that, or we can kind of go up to the side, maybe at an angle, like that. I think I like that. Okay. Yeah. I wish I could make this into a kit. Okay. Because it's so pretty, isn't it? So I'm just putting it right at the cross where this mesh is. Okay. Yeah, I like the side angle too. So let's just get, I'm just tying it around the frame. Alright, so let's see. I'm trying to get it up so I can see the way it looks best. We could do like that, or we could do like this. I kind of like it like that. Just a little bit different. So it's not a straight on. If you have trouble finding where to go through your mesh, you can push it right down through your mesh. It's not going to hurt it. And sometimes instead of fighting with it, that's what I'll do. Just be careful you don't squash it on your mesh. Oh, thank you. I know, Etsy can be a pain. All right. I'm kind of straightening out my ribbons here. We're all done, Bella. All done, baby girl. Not sure she trusts Mommy all that much right now. Alright, it's on there good. Okay. And there we go. Okay, which way do I go? That way. That looks like it's crooked. Okay, so we could do like that. It's almost like side and side. I think I like it better that way. Sometimes when I'm doing things from here, I kind of can't really see. I can't see until I pull it up. Awesome. All right, so did y'all have any questions? Let's see if we have any questions out there that I didn't see. Oh, hi Sophia and Charlie. Now you're having candy craving. That's funny. Yeah. Okay, so when I am getting ready to a craft fair, there's two different ways I do it. So I do stack them, but I tend to stack ones that don't have, you know, like bows. But what I do is I get those, you can get those portable wardrobe hanging little racks from Amazon. And I will put hangers in the back of this. And I will hang them sideways like this and stack them. And I get the kind that are on wheels, and then I wheel it in. I go back out. I get another stack, and I wheel it in. It just is a little bit easier. And I find it just a little bit easier to get them in that way, and you don't have as many things that you have to fluff out and fix. So that's what I do. That's what I do. Oh, thank you. Yes, I am still adding the extra sign in one kit. Yes, 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 I am. And I know who got it this month, and I'm just dying for her to put a picture out. Oh. Why do I use different? Honestly, the majority of the time, I use the Easy Bow Maker. But I also like the 4-in-1 from Probo. I think it just is personal preference, right? I mean, all of them do the same thing. Now, sometimes I like to use Probo the hand if I'm doing a larger bow, just because it can be hard to keep that much bow in something like this because the pegs will tend to pop out. So that's about the only reason that I use anything besides that. I really like to do hand bows, but it really just depends on what you're comfortable with. So what I do, hold on, I'll show you. Let me go get one out of Ross's room. Bella, you coming here? I'm almost done. She's out there. She's mad because I stapled. She's probably in the bedroom. Alright, so I usually use the wire hangers, but I don't see any in there. So this is what I do. I take this, I go to the back, and I just stick it right through there, and then I tend to take this and just kind of plop it through like that. And then I hang it sideways on those rolling racks, and it just makes it easy to stack them in. So you see, they stay on there nice and tight and secure. If you have the wire ones, then you can just twist the little hanger, and it makes it a little bit easier to hang it on things like that. You can also hang it on your grid walls or whatever it is you're using to display your wreaths as well. Okay? Does that help? Oh, thank you, Terry. What's the brand of snips I have? They are called Knipex. It's Knipex. Can you see it? I believe it's on my Amazon shop. But that's what it is. Knipex. They're very nice. I believe I got them from Lowe's. I think I got them from Lowe's. Hi, Barbara. Yeah, so you know, when you're trying to store your wreaths, that's how you can store them in your closet, y'all. And you can get these plastic bags from Sam's. And they're like 33 gallon. I think that's what they are. Or maybe they're 50 gallon. And you can put the plastic around it and it protects it from dust and, you know, anything getting into it. So it's a really great thing to put around your wreaths as well. Thank you. Oh, cool. You do the same thing? Yep. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad you're making your very first one. How cool. Yeah. Yep. Hang the trash bag over them. For sure. Because that really does help a lot. For sure. Yep. This is so cute. I love this. And she's got like the little textured stuff on it. With the little glitter. I like that. Oh, thank you. Yes, I did buy my mesh holder. I sure did. I think it is 50 gallon. I think you're right. Huh. Well, I would check Amazon because I might have gotten them from Amazon. I either got them from Lowe's, Home Depot, or Amazon. So, I would just check my influencers list and see if you see it on there. Yeah. Awesome. The December kit is this. It is a little ice skating kit. You get 2 of these assigned. The mesh is black and white. If you look on my store, it's Hardworking Mom Store, right? How original. .com, and you will see this, okay? And you will see the sign, the mesh, the ribbons, everything. Everything is listed in there that's included with the kit. The one after that is going to be a Valentine's Day one, and it's going to be super cute. We're going to be doing the November kit on Sunday, unless I come on earlier. If I decide to come on Friday, then we'll do it then. But for right now, I'm planning on Sunday. Oh, there, see? Jackie uses the 33 gallon. Yeah, you know what? When you're pricing, don't underprice yourself. Hey, Barbara sold 4 wreaths she made. Awesome! Yeah. I buy my boxes locally, but I will tell you, you can buy them on Amazon, you can buy them at Home Depot and Lowe's, and actually you can even have a box shipped from Home Depot or Lowe's right to your store, and it doesn't cost you anything, and you can just go pick it up there. So that's a really great way to do it. Is there a number? Let me see. 7132200. There is a scan number on here. You want that? It's 400-377-3066-880. That's the little barcode number on it. Yep. I don't. You know what? It's downstairs. I'm getting ready to make that sign. But when I make it, I will bring it up and show it to y'all. I don't have this gate sign because I sent it out in someone's kit and I haven't made a new one yet. So I'm going to be doing that this weekend. I will be making a whole bunch of signs, and we will be doing lantern swags because I want to have some lantern swags to take. I'm kind of starting to freak out about not having enough for this show, so. Well, I'm glad you caught me, Susan. That's awesome. All right, y'all. Well, I think I'm going to go downstairs and set up Downton Abbey and watch some little TV stuff with my mama. I like to go down and spend some time with her in the evenings when I can. Absolutely, you should add your time. Yes, it takes you time to do it. So there's a lot of different ways you can do pricing, but you could take your supplies and double it, plus add 20%. You could take your supplies and triple it. And always use retail price. Don't use sales price. Okay? I'm glad you got to see me live and that you made it. My craft fair is going to be in Columbia, South Carolina, and it is at the fairgrounds. It is December 4th through 8th. And I'm going to have Julie Smacco is actually going to be with me on Thursday. And then I'm going to ask one of my group members, Peggy, to come and hang out with me on Saturday. So there'll be several people there, hopefully. So if y'all want to come by and see me, it's the Junior Leagues, what do they call it? Holiday Market. The Junior Leagues Holiday Market. So, and my dad will be down there. Y'all can come meet my dad. Oh, he's such a character. So, awesome. Yeah, so if y'all are around this area, make sure you come and see me. For sure. And don't forget to go check out Rachel's shop for these cute little signs she makes. And we're going to be making one with this. How cute is that? See, I've got this. Oh. And I have this little guy. I'm going to put these two together in one wreath because I just think it's so cute. This actually came from Trends and Gems. They have the cutest stinking gnomes. And I just love how these colors work out together. They look so cute. Oh. All right, well, y'all have a wonderful night. Yeah, my dad is so awesome, y'all. He helps me all the time. He helps me pack the kits. He just does a lot to help me. He's great. So, all right. Oh, that would be awesome. Come by and say hello to me. That would be so cool. I love to put faces with names because I see your names a lot, but I can't tell what you look like because your pictures are like this big. So it's fun. It's really fun to meet people in person. I love to do that. All right, well, I hope y'all have a wonderful night, and I will definitely send out emails when I am getting ready to go live later in the week because I know I'll be doing some extra ones probably over the next week or so. My sister-in-law is going to be here, so maybe I can get her to come on with me a little bit. That might be fun. Try to get her to make a bow. Ooh, wouldn't that be fun? Oh, and my mother-in-law, Nana's coming back. She'll be here tomorrow. My husband's bringing her back tomorrow. So we're going to keep her for a little bit. So I can hardly ever get her to come in here, though. She doesn't like to get in front of the camera. But, you know, neither does my mom. My dad doesn't mind it, but my mom hates it. All right, y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys soon. All right, y'all have fun time. Bye, y'all. Thanks for coming.